So I've had the Speed Duel Battle City box now for, well, since it came out, and decided since it's basically a tournament in a box as a standalone product that I would host my own Speed Duel Battle City box tournament at the house. And so we had a total of 6 people. There's 8 decks in the box, so 2 decks didn't get played, but the rest of them did, and I kind of wanted to talk about how it went. So Sam was playing the Phantom Beast deck, which seemed like it kind of underperformed. Some of the best cards in there is like Bazoo the Soul Eater, and he was able to kind of boost some of his monsters with like Wild Nature's Release and stuff like that. But a lot of the Phantom Knight cards, or sorry, a lot of the Phantom Beast cards don't do a whole lot. And so this deck really did underperform. It doesn't have very good spells and traps or anything like that. And the skill card, the Yugi skill card to kind of fuse for Chimera is kind of underwhelming, although it did come up and he did get a win in there eventually. I had Alejandra, who was brand new to the game, had never really played before, had him play the Union Combination deck, which is one of the better decks apparently in Constructed. And so it's really good in Constructed, obviously, but in the sealed format where you only have one copy of each of the XYZ pieces, it wasn't that great, although he also got a win on his record. But a lot of the other Union monsters don't do a whole lot. Notably, this deck has the Machina cards in it, and they don't really do a whole lot in this sealed format. They basically only just offer protection to the monsters that they're equipped to, and that's about it. But probably one of the better decks in Constructed if you actually build the full XYZ deck. So Michelle was playing the sort of warrior flip effect Joey deck with this skill, which is not a particularly good skill, but this deck was actually crazy. So it has a lot of the Pac-Man monsters, such as these two that have really great flip effects. But she was able to play like a control grind game with these and pop a card on her opponent's board every single turn, which ended up being incredibly profitable, and she got in a couple wins with that. This deck also has great removal, like just crazy cards in this sealed format. So these cards really overperformed. And then of course it has Jinzo, which was incredibly oppressive. It has a card that can summon Jinzo from deck, which is crazy, in the form of Psychic Shockwave. This deck plays Rhoda, and we had a secret rare Rhoda as a prize card that she got. You can search cards like Exiled Force. Like, this deck was actually kind of crazy, and really, really well performed at the event, although it does kind of cap out at a low power ceiling because most of these other decks are playing like these Unga Bunga beat down big beater type decks, and they lose pretty quickly to well, her having only Jinzo, which is the biggest attack monster at 24, wasn't that good. I was playing the Mass Beast deck with the Spell of Mask skill for the Rare Hunters, which I chose this deck because I didn't think anyone else would want it, and that it was going to be suboptimal compared to a lot of the other decks in the box. To my surprise, it was actually really good. The skill never came up, but it's objectively pretty strong. It allows Mass Beast Desgardius to be summoned a lot more easily, but it has some decent beaters, Opticlops, it's got power-up spells, and some back row that really came up a lot, like Mask of Weakness and Widespread Ruin. It has removal, like Nobleman of Extermination here. But the most busted card in here ended up being Pre-Prep, because Pre-Prep being able to search both the Mass Beast and its ritual spell was crazy, because I summoned the Mass Beast like 3 times. It was really, really good. And then and there's even more crazy cards in here. Like, we're just straight up playing like old staples in here, and then I added the secret rare Desgardius prize card to it, and then when we drafted, I added Blowback Dragon, but it never came up. But yeah, I actually like the deck a lot, and I would like to make this in Constructed and kind of optimize it, because it really did very well. Shannon was playing the Ishizu Fairy deck with the Rise of the Fallen skill there, and was basically playing the Valhalla Valhalla strategy, as we kept calling it. And this deck basically does focus on using Valhalla Fallen to turbo out a lot of these big fairy beaters, which she actually bricked on these quite a few times, but she actually she opened a hand that actually could have OTK'd Michelle, but she was just not too familiar with the game.
She was also in turn first, I think.
No, because here's what
It was the third turn.
she had a normal summonable monster. She had Mudora, she had Valhalla, and she had Valhalla. She had Nobleman of Crossout, and she had one of these big beaters. So she Nobleman your set card, had Valhalla, could have summoned one of these big dudes.
It was that one.
Yeah, and then also normal summon Mudora and attack for game. Like she just didn't do it. And I was like, oh my god, you literally have game on board. But other than that, this deck is actually pretty okay. For some reason in draft, she decided to steal Red Eyes from you, which was
then try illegally playing it on me.
Yeah, which was really funny. I was like, counter drafting is a thing, and she was like, I'll just counter draft the card that you would like to pick, because there is no Red Eyes deck in this, actually. So
it wouldn't have done well in my deck either, but
yeah, the last deck we actually played, because we only played 6 out of the 8, was the Magnet Warrior deck with the skill Magnetic Attraction. And this is another one of like the best decks in Constructed, I feel like, because the ability to summon Valkyria on the Magnet Warrior is pretty crazy. But it actually bricked on Chris a couple of times, and he got a great win against me in the exhibition match, but it bricked a couple times and he couldn't do anything with a lot of these big beaters in his hand, similar to the Fairy deck as well. Remarkably, I never bricked in the Mass Beast deck, although I had definitely the potential to. The draft cards in the draft pile are really weird, not a lot of which are particularly useful. There's like random one-off ritual monsters, but there's also like Paladin and White Dragon, which could have come up. There were some good cards in there, like Blowback Dragon and Embodiment of Apopus, which is pretty good. I think Alejandro drafted that one. So yeah, overall, great product, and I'm highly looking forward to doing this again when the GX box comes out next month.
Especially in a 20-card deck, like...
Yeah. All right, so Chris and I are going to do a little exhibition match to start off this tournament thing, so...
I should turn up my Final Fantasy XIV music.
All right, smash that die.
No. Smash that like button.
Stop reading my brain.
All right, you get juice.
I will go first.
All right, it's a 4-card hand. 4-card hand go first.
Smash that.
Four-card hand going first.
Make
Yeah.
sure that subscribe button.
We're just doing.
Sponsored by online data harvesting scam Honey.
Yeah.
there's the fucking mattress one too. What one's that one? The Helix mattress?
I don't.
The Ghost Mattress? Was that it?
Oh, how much should we swear if we're being on YouTube on your channel?
Totally fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Good, because I curse like a sailor.
Me too. I am
Cussies.
incapable of stopping myself.
I'm going to
My workplace
normal
allows me to
summon
curse, so it's only gotten worse.
Beta.
Beta.
And it's a beta. And I'll end my turn.
That just
Okay.
makes you a beta cuck.
Right. I will draw for turn, and I'll be honest. I kind of opened the nuts.
No.
So I'm going to activate pre-preparation of rites, which
I just watched.
Lets me add
Jake Let's Play of
a ritual monster and the
Mario
ritual
Odyssey.
spell that it goes to.
and they did the.
Okay, we're gonna
and they're
add
just like every time they got a move.
Curse
that
of the
had
Mass Beast
Blank in the night.
and the Mass Beast to hand.
It's a very good Let's Play.
I have not seen these cards.
Yeah, I should probably.
So I just got
those.
tagged in something that was Pepsi and IHOP
Oh,
have
they're
joined
doing an
flavors to
expedition match, but
create
none of us are
limited
paying attention.
edition
I feel so
Pepsi
bad.
maple syrup cola.
I'm gonna throw up.
Someone just tagged me going, is this fucking you?
All right, we're going
Was this fucking
to
you? No.
we're gonna activate Curse of the Mass Beast.
What part of that says
Get
you?
rid of both of our vanillas in our hand to summon level 8.
Pepsi.
What
We're gonna bring
part
out the
of
Mass
that
Beast.
says you?
Apparently, because
Okay.
it's cursed.
Set 2.
When will
It's
Pepsi
Annabelle?
team up with
Type.
Laughing Cows?
How much damage?
It's at 32. So
Okay, we talked
17,
about
so
this,
that's-
so I used to have that as a kid.
15.
Pilk?
I used to
So,
actually
yeah.
drink that as a child.
Milk and Pepsi?
Yeah.
Ew!
My parents used
All right,
to
you're
have
at 25,
let
go
us
ahead.
drink that when we were kids.
This
Alright.
expedition
Why?
match is going very
Because
well.
Yeah.
because my
You know what?
I'm gonna
When
set
he was a
that
kid, he would
and
do
end my turn.
All right, we'll draw
Kool-Aid
for
and
turn.
Coca-Cola.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's at least a little more normal.
No, it's
I will
not.
set another card, and I will attack with the Mass Beast.
That one guy
Okay.
who drank
Absorbing
almost,
jar.
like 2
Right.
gallons of
Flip.
Kool-Aid every single
Destroying
day.
all set spells or traps on the field.
Oh, that's
What is wrong with
unfortunate.
that man?
Then each player draws one
It's not
card.
just him. It was him and
For
his
each-
wife.
for each
What is
card or just
wrong
one
with
card?
For each card they control that was destroyed.
Okay.
By this effect. So you get to draw 3 and I get to draw 1.
You got rid of some really good traps, though, including Widespread Ruin, which would have widespread ruined your day.
Oh, these are.
That was-
I
Congo.
almost
I hate
want to
Consumed.
chain into
Oh,
this.
it's in my pocket.
Fucking idiot.
Look
I
at
think it
my
will.
boy.
Rock bombardment. I send 1 rock, I believe,
Yeah, okay.
deck to the grave, and you take 500.
Fine.
The Yu-Gi-Oh, I think.
Draw.
The
I
only,
got 3.
I don't want anybody to say they're confused and they don't know what to do if they're not paying attention to this match.
Set.
I'm
I
reading
know
my
what's
cards.
Okay.
the only card game I've played in the last 5 years has been Inscription.
Yeah.
It's such a good game.
What about we played that Binding of Isaac tabletop
Oh,
game,
that's right,
yeah,
Isaac, yeah.
which was heavily card
I
based. That
know
was
what
actually
it
really
is.
good.
I'm going to normal summon Delta.
Okay.
Delta's effect, I get to send.
You took Bin and Magnet Warrior, pretty much.
Yeah. Send 1 level 4 or lower Magnet Warrior from the deck to the grave. And conveniently on the bottom of the deck is Alpha.
Bro.
Okay.
You can't respect
I'm going to play
boundaries.
Magnetic Field.
Because you're baby.
And let me
She still
reread
thinks he's
this real
5 years
fast
old,
because I
apparently.
already forgot.
Like your parents.
If you control 1 level 4
Even though
or
we
lower
planned an
Earth
entire
Rock
trip
monster,
ourselves
you can target
in
1 level
moments.
4 or lower Magnet
paid
Warrior
for it
monster,
all
enter
around.
graveyard, special summon it.
But no, you're a child.
You can only use the effect of Magnet Field once per turn. Once per turn, at the end of the damage step, when an Earth Rock monster you control battled an opponent's monster but the opponent's monster was not destroyed by battle, you can return the opponent's monster to the hand.
That might be a problem.
So, battle phase,
Okay. You're gonna crash into Mass Beast.
I'm going to crash into Masked Beast,
How much attack does that have?
1600.
Okay.
So I
Um,
take 1600.
So it goes back to my hand.
Yes.
That actually kind of sucks.
When this is sent to the graveyard, if
Uh-huh.
I am correct, let's see. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish 3 level 4 or lower Magnet Warrior monsters from your graveyard except Delta. Special summon 1 Valkyrion from your hand or deck, ignoring its summoning costs. You can only use this effect once per turn. So,
Wow. And it's still battle. I have exactly
One.
35 left.
2, 3. We go into this lovely little deck of mine. Special summon Valkyrion. And hit you for game.
Yeah, that's it.
There we go.
That was actually really clutch because I was hoping you were just going to crash into Mass Beast with that because it would float into the other Mass Beast with the skill card, and then I could potentially take control of your Valkyrion and punch for game.
Was that like turn I did just now?
What?
That was like a tutorial like turn in Master Duel.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's just
Tell me
like
that's not a smiley face.
it's like your opponent has this on the field. Play this card, ignore its first effect, and then do the second effect. Then attack into it.
One of the things I love is a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Game Boy games have, and EDO Pro had this as well for a while, where it's like puzzle mode, where they give you a scenario and it's like play out of this scenario, and it literally is just like a gameplay puzzle. I just think those are so much fun.
I'm going to set this down.
4 cards.
My turn.
Yep.
Draw.
You can draw your first 4, and then because you're going second, you'll draw your 5th one for turn.
And I'll set that, and I will pass turn to you, Michelle.
Okay. That is me.
That one
That is she.
over
Flip. Swarm of Locust. When it's
Face
flipped,
down
I can
defense,
target
and
one
I
spell
ends.
and trap you
And
control
turn.
and destroy it. That one.
This
Yep.
one?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And wait your turn.
I'm going to
So
set,
I pay
and then I'm
one
going to,
turn.
once per turn,
Draw
I
your
can
opponent's
change
turn.
this card to face down defense position.
That's rude. Okay.
Your turn.
So I'm gonna play
I have
this
no
one.
idea what the hell I'm doing, but I'm trying.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
Once per turn, you can special summon one fairy monster from your hand. You must have control.
Is that Valhalla?
No monsters.
Okay.
I'm gonna end my turn.
Do I have to put it on the card or?
It
Huh.
occupies
I'm gonna
one
end
of your
my
attack
turn.
card zone,
Okay.
so you can just play it right here and just saying it belongs to
I'm
it.
equipping that. It gains 500 attack if it inflicts battle damage to your opponent. Gain
I'm going to
life
play
points equal
Reinforcement
to
of the
damage
Army,
inflicted.
level 4
Okay.
lower warrior monster.
So-
my deck to my hand.
It's
Good old
currently
Rhoda.
at. Huh?
It's like good
33.
old Rhoda.
I assume.
Yeah, if you got something to play.
I don't have any cards. My deck, I'm a little nervous. Okay. Sweet. I'm gonna flip. Activate its effect when it's flipped. Pop your other card.
I'm gonna chain to that.
Okay.
Mind Crush. Exiled Forces, because you just put that in your hand.
Oh!
Okay. I'm gonna flip this one,
Okay.
and it allows me
That's
to
kind
draw
of
a
unfair.
card.
Target one face down monster on the field.
It's gonna what?
Destroy
Allow me
that
to draw a
target.
card.
Oh, okay, yeah, go for
Okay.
it.
Tribute
Mm-hmm.
this is for
Wow.
Dark
Okay.
Scorpion.
And I enter.
Gorg the Strong.
Gorg.
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 I'm going to
Do it.
set a card. I'm going to use him and attack your face down.
What's its attack?
18.
2,000. You take 200.
Fuck you.
Face up on
I'm going to flip my skill card because
Okay.
I'm going to activate the second skill by revealing two
Oh shit, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with this.
two level 4 lower magnet warriors in my
I'm not
hand.
seeing a lot of ways
I
I can
can
recover.
add Valkyrion
I actually don't
to
know
my
what
hand.
this does.
For
This
there he is at the
some
bottom.
other condition.
How
It does,
convenient.
but-
How convenient.
I'm going to flip him up.
I
Yep.
can go ahead
Allows
and
me to
normal
draw a
summon
card.
this,
No, it's a level 5. You'd have to tribute off the other one.
yes.
But
Okay.
you can, I think you can once per turn activate that.
If
If
I
you don't
have
have
no
any
monsters.
I'm going
Oh, so never
to
mind. It's a brick.
play the
It's
Warrior
30
Return
I have
Alive
700
to
left.
SL Force back to my hand.
Yeah.
It's already over.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and attack.
Alright, so game.
I'm going
Yikes.
to normal summon it.
I don't even have to
Tribute
do
it.
math.
No, my god.
I kind of drew a busted hand.
Yeah.
Come on.
I can make one monster I control gain 100. A whopping 100 attack. So he's got 19. I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
attack with both of them. So,
So
that's
19
19 and then 500.
It's 2,400. I am at 1,600 life points.
And then I'm going to activate its effect. Flip him face down. And then my turn.
Doesn't it feel good to be playing a control deck?
Sure.
I'm having a lot of fun actually.
You monster.
I was like, what's
Oh,
the
did we go
fucking
again?
point
Yeah.
of this? And then
It's
I
a
realized
maximum-
what I'm
that's a
supposed to be
3.
doing.
Wow. You do the pitch tip.
I'm gonna set one.
It's good.
Set that.
Heads.
And I'm gonna end it there.
Okay.
Okay, just don't do it. Alright, cool. Flip a coin.
Draw for turn.
That's like
Flip.
the best card.
Yep. Draw your card.
I just got this image for my sister.
Gonna put that down. I'm going to play Lightning Blade. I'm gonna equip it to Gorg the
Mhm.
Strong. He gains 800.
Okay.
So that would put him at 26. I'm going to attack with Gorg.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Set that.
absorbing jar.
Mhm.
It destroys all set spells or traps on the field when flipped, and we each draw a card for each one destroyed.
So that's two.
Lightning
Set.
Blade stays.
Lightning blade.
Lightning-
I'm gonna play Fire Formation Tenki, which when this card is activated, I can add a level 1 or a 1 level 4 or lower beast monster from my deck to my hand,
I'm
and then
gonna
all my
activate
monsters
its
have
effect.
100 extra
Okay.
Flip him.
attack. So I'm gonna do that.
and that
real
is
fast.
turn.
All right, my turn.
Man, that was sucks.
Draw.
By draining shield during my turn.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to banish. It was a rock, right?
Yes.
Earth, actually.
Earth.
Either way.
Either way. Same fucking thing. Rock, earth.
No, yeah, but not the same.
Banish
turn.
that.
Yeah, you only have the one normal.
So he
summon.
now has what? 22.
He's at
He's at 22 when it's my turn.
2,000 because he only gains 300.
So I'm gonna
300.
play
And he's
Okay.
at 17 right now.
Okay.
at first.
I'm at 16, so I'm gonna set that. and then I'm going to play Delta.
Uh-huh.
So when I summon Delta,
Go for it.
I
Once per turn, you can
can
activate this effect.
send
by
one
the
level
top
4 or lower
card of
magnet-
your deck, and if you do, until
Magnet
the end of
Warrior
this turn,
monster
this card
from
gains
your deck
500
to the
attack
grave.
points.
and if this card,
Okay.
yeah, just that's all you need to know for now.
Don't tell me
Yeah,
what your
there it
card
is.
does, Chris.
Banished is.
I mean,
feels smaller than
if you
I
want, I
remember.
can keep
Oh,
going.
man.
Yeah,
Also,
there,
conveniently, was at the bottom again. I'm going
I
to
hurt my hand.
attack
Qualify,
This one?
that
qualify
one.
everything.
Okay.
You get
And I am
to
My draw.
Okay.
draw, yes.
But he's dead.
He is
He's
deader than
dead.
a doornail.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack
Handers
your
are
other
so
face down for 1700.
Cool. He gets flipped and targets a monster, and I get to destroy it.
Okay.
So,
I'd be by my cards. Okay.
I'll deal with that one
Well,
later.
it's also knowledge that's available to both players.
And then
So I took- I
that's
just to be sure, I took
going
500.
to
Yes.
end
Okay,
my
go.
turn.
Cool.
Okay.
And
English
turn.
is hard.
if my monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle,
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Win
ahead.
a card, which makes
Set
it
a card.
way.
Do I have to use
I'm
the
gonna
proper
normal
fusion
summon.
materials?
Okay.
Dark Scorpion.
Probably. Let me
What does
see.
she do?
It's mostly when I do inflict battle damage to you.
Mm.
And
And
I
I
forgot
just
he
play
has
from the
an
hand of the
effect
field.
when he.
Yeah,
That's
you have to
battle
have the
damage
materials. So
too. That's
basically,
stupid.
basically means you have a poly set.
So
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
know
use
what you want.
him.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
I'm gonna attack Delta.
Delta.
Correct.
Okay.
That is, he's 26.
So I take 1,000.
Okay. Where are you at?
600.
600. 600.
Mm-hmm.
She's 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
I'm attacking with her.
That's a game.
That's game.
Yeah, the GBA game is what I have, but I haven't actually tried it yet. Because it came in as a dual
Uh,
pack with another game, so I was playing the other game
Oh.
more than that one.
I'll set,
Oh!
I'll
Okay.
set one. I don't want to play the
This is-
magnetic
That's
field.
broken as
The
shit.
Soul Eater.
Yeah.
And end my
Effect,
turn.
it 100 for every beast monster I control, so that's 600 across the board.
I'm going to set 2 cards.
All right.
Plus the 100 from that.
Regretting my life choices.
So this is
I'm
This is
going
2400 I'm gonna attack.
to set a
and
card.
because battle enraged battle ox's effect is
Raw.
it's 2400
I
over.
want it to be your turn
wait,
again, 'cause
yeah,
it's your
2400 versus.
Are you
that.
fucking for real?
The difference is done to
Are you
your
for real?
life points.
I can activate that, but it has no
Eight-
target right now.
800.
Once per turn, tribute one face-up Earth monster. Then
Is that
target one
destroy?
card.
Is it a continuous
Yes.
card?
Yes.
Oh,
Then target
okay.
2 cards in your graveyard and banish them.
Yeah, you have nothing to do with
Okay.
that.
I have
mean,
nothing to
might
do
as
with
well
it.
have it out, I guess.
I could do as
Actually,
well.
And what does he do?
It's just 23
do you really want to do that now?
damage directly.
Because I do have a response for that.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to play Psychic Shockwave.
No, because my
What's that do?
skill
When your
is
opponent
I can
activates a trap card, I can
take
discard
the
a spell and trap and special
attack
summon
points
one
of a
level
monster in my
6 Dark
graveyard
Machine
and
monster.
add to my
Oh.
life points. And last turn I was like, should I
Okay.
do it? Should I?
I'm going to discard.
And I was like, no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It was not fine.
I think is Jinzo.
It's
That's
fine.
absolutely Jinzo, who
You're
was.
after Jinzo.
Hello, Jinzo.
Hello, Jinzo, my old friend.
Jinzo.
Everyone's
All right,
favorite.
so this is the deciding match.
His
Yes.
name in Japanese is Psycho Shocker Android, which is way cooler.
That's
It
so
really
fucking cool.
is.
Did you draw like the worst hand possible, Chris?
Yes.
Okay. I have to ask. So it's my turn now?
Yes.
Okay. That's unfortunate for you. I'm gonna set
Did that
that.
destroy this?
It just negates it. Doesn't destroy it.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's just
Shut
there.
off, yeah.
Okay.
No, it doesn't even say that. It just says when your opponent activates it.
I thought you were talking about Jinzo itself.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Jinzo negates it as well. So yeah, it's
That is
just
true.
there.
So it just
It's
exists there. That's why I
okay.
forgot about that.
I can
Damn,
summon
buddy.
We're going to summon
one of the
Delta.
fusion materials
Delta's
from my
effect?
graveyard.
When he's summoned, I can put
How
a
much
Magnet
does
Warrior
that?
from deck to grave.
2100.
Okay.
Defense.
You know what they need, Chris?
1800.
Huh.
They need Magnet Warriors that are combinations of 2 of them.
They really do. They really absolutely
So
do.
I have to have set a trap card.
Normal summon a
2900.
level 4 lower Magnum Warrior. I can add one with a different name to my hand.
No piercing rolls.
So I'm going to add the weaker
So
of the
I get
3
11.
to my
No,
hand.
no, no, you don't take
Oh.
And I'm going to use the first effect.
I
of
wish I
the
had this thing in my hand
magnet
earlier.
field.
Okay.
Control one level 4 or lower Earth
So I'm
Rock
gonna attack with
monster.
Wizard for
To
1600.
target one level 4 or lower magnet warrior in my graveyard. Special summon it.
Okay.
So I'm going to special summon Beta.
You can.
Okay.
I'm going to hit your Genzo with Beta
Why?
because I'm going to take 24.
700.
7.
So I'm at 900 now, and at the end of my damage step, you control battle an opponent's monster, but the opponent's monster is not destroyed by battle. You can return that opponent's monster to the hand. So Genzo, go back to hand. Your turn.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so
Gain
I'm
200
gonna
attack for each fairy monster in your graveyard. So
I'm gonna
his
flip
attack
summon
is
Swarm
1700.
Scarabs that allows
He's
me
going to
to
attack
summon
him.
to target
Okay.
a monster
So
you control and
100.
destroy it by Delta.
By Delta.
Then I'm going to flip and it lets me draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Bye.
How did our duel
Actually,
end in like 3 turns
when
with a
a
with a
face up
straight
beast
up
monster I
Yugi
control
moment?
is destroyed into the
And
graveyard,
then
while
me,
this
I'm
card
just
is in my
like,
hand,
takes everything
I
you
can
have
pay
and throws
1,000
it
life
away.
All right, so round 1, Michelle had the Joey Warrior deck and beat Chris with the Magnet Warrior deck, so she moved on. Sam has the Phantom Beast deck and went up against Shannon with the Shizu Fairy deck and won. And then I dueled Alejandro. I have the Mass Beast Asgardius deck. He has the Union Combination deck, and I won that one. So we're going to quickly draft, give out some prize cards, and reshuffle the matches so we can move on, although there will be an odd person out because Chris had to leave early.
I'll get distracted.
All right, so I have some secret rare prize cards to give out. I'm just giving out the ones that I just happen to pull that are thematic with our decks. So not everybody's going to get one, unfortunately. Alejandro, you get a secret rare Union Hanger. And then Shannon, you get a secret rare Valhalla Hollow. I get a secret rare Mass Beast Asgardius. I'll
Wow.
just take that. And then Michelle, you get a secret rare Rhoda.
Oh, that's gonna be useful.
Yeah, that's gonna be extremely useful. So you can take a card out of your deck to add that in there because it's another multiple of a really good card if you want, and then we will draft.
Because I don't think I can use any of these.
Okay, you can pass it down to Shannon.
I don't think you're gonna be able to use any of those either.
One of those is pretty good.
One of them is really good, but I just don't think I'm gonna be able to get it out.
Yeah. Now there's a thing that people do in Magic called counterpicking when it comes to draft, where they will take a card that they don't necessarily think that they want as part of their strategy, but they'll take it so that the next
Do you
person.
think I know this game well enough to be able to like counterpick decks I've never seen?
No, but I'm just saying, like, Michelle started laughing because she knows already that that's like a devious thing that she would do. But like, I'm going to take your card that you're going to use, right?
This is mine now.
Yeah, that's exactly what you would do.
I'm such a shithead, though. Can I see?
No.
Sam said no.
I know which one of those I would take.
Good for you.
Good for you.
If you want, you can make Michelle mad if you take that.
I fucking saw it. You. What the fuck am I gonna do with that card?
I have so far gone first 4 times in a row.
I'm going to set, and I'm gonna end my turn.
I'm going to play this one.
So, do I still get its flip effect?
No, it's just vanished.
Annihilated.
Yeah.
That's rude. I wanted my free draw.
Great way to out flip effect monsters like that.
That's destroyed.
I
It doesn't have a. When this card is in my graveyard, all my Phantom Beast monsters gain 300 attack, so it's just in my graveyard now.
This only takes effect when. Or it only calculates the double when he's attacking.
Okay.
Pass.
Alright, so that's your turn?
Yes.
And I can banish up to.
I'm
So
gonna
I'm
tribute
gonna.
it.
Then I'm
Bring
gonna.
out
I'll have
Guard.
1900, and that's.
Gorg
16.
the strong.
Okay, so I'll attack and eat over that.
And then I'm going to attack her face. Nothing happens.
They kind of just stare at each
They
other.
kind of just stare at each other. Yeah, that's it.
If I put this down now, I can bringing them.
My
I
You
end
can
my
add
turn.
one to your hand,
Okay.
and then when you summon a union, you can equip another union to it from.
That sounds problematic.
I'm going to get a warrior from my graveyard back to my hand.
No, you're
I'm
not.
going to activate my skill that gives a warrior monster 100 attack.
It does more than that though, right?
That's one of the skills. I can use one or the other. There's one that's a negate
Okay.
trap, and then there's
Yeah.
one that does that. I'm gonna summon her. So he has 19. So he's gonna attack your.
Activate trap card.
What does it do?
You,
Are you?
you take no
me?
battle, you take no battle damage this turn.
Okay. So go straight from your deck to your back row
I'll
where
switch
it's
this to
equipped to the
attack
monster.
mode.
What's his attack?
I will do that.
1500.
Okay.
I'm going to kill her.
Okay, so I would lose
500.
5.
That'll
Damage.
So I would
Because
do
I'm still
creature
19 right
swap.
It'll be 200.
Yeah.
Swap our monsters.
Sure.
100. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Is that
And
your
then
turn?
hammer shot.
Yeah.
And destroy the highest attack monster on the field,
Yep.
which was that one.
This would
So
have
he
really
goes to the
12
graveyard.
seconds
Is it going
ago.
mine or hers?
It goes by the
Yeah.
mine.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to tribute your monster to bring out Jinzo.
So I'm
Okay, so
gonna
how much
play
did I lose?
Spiritual
24.
Forest.
24.
I unfortunately have no monsters I can summon. to
I
use
now
that
get
on.
what to use creature
So,
swap for. That's
have fun.
abusive.
Then I'm going to
Can.
play,
Yep.
The Hollow
Yeah,
Hollow
yeah.
Fallen, I got it.
and I'm going to
Basically, what you would do is
summon.
activate
Okay.
its effect to summon it back to the field.
Its
and then
effect.
banish them to summon that, and then.
Oh wait, no,
activate
if
the
it's
scramble.
tribute summoned.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But you haven't.
So,
I don't
What's
have
the
that,
attack
so-
on that one?
24.
I'll just attack.
I am going
Okay,
to attack
so
that
100.
card,
Yeah.
and you
Okay.
get 100 damage.
Yeah.
I'm going to play Reinforcement of the Army. It allows me to get a level 4 or lower warrior monster from my deck to my hand. But the thing is that it's still going to leave me wide ass open.
I mean, do you want to get the threat off the board or not?
I mean, I do, but she still has Valhalla, Hall of Fallen, so if she gets something good that she can summon with it. But anyways,
Well,
I'm going to summon Exiled
What happens
Force.
to-
So I'm going to destroy your monster and
I'm glad we're
get this
both
card.
starting with
What
that.
happened to the motion creature?
yeah,
Okay,
is
cool.
a valid target. Moist creature.
Moist.
You
And then
have
I'm going to use my effect to bring him back.
I think it's. I don't know if it's in attack or defense.
It's in defense.
It is in defense, yeah, and you gain 1500.
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and hit you for 28.
okay. Cool. I have 600. It's it right. It's my turn now, right? Basic math.
I'm really gonna be upset if these
It doesn't
sleeves
apply.
are fucked up.
They're not fucked up. I just
No.
taught
It gets
her.
destroyed.
Because me and Chris were like, oh my god, these sleeves shuffle so easily earlier.
They shuffle fantastically.
Yeah.
If you're not a
Since
dipshit,
the
draw your
you can
cards.
add
Oh,
You're
any
going
monster from your
first.
deck to it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. In your
And you
life.
still took the 100 damage, right?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna have fun editing
Okay.
this video.
I sure am.
And
yeah.
seeing the tutorial and how to fucking
1100.
shuffle cards. Shannon still
That's
fucking
why
it
I
up.
picked y'all for the feature match, 'cause I knew it would just be chaos. Shannon, why?
Why? Never mind.
1600.
600.
Don't ask.
Okay. I'm not going to.
You have big plans for a Skulingle.
Yeah. I'm so worried.
I'm going to summon this one.
Okay.
And he gains 200 attack because there's a monster in my graveyard.
Okay. For turn, I'm going to set a card. I'm going to play Reinforcement of the Army to.
500 attack and defense to him.
This game is
Okay.
broken.
And attack your.
I'm going back into my
Bazoo.
deck, so I'm not going to shuffle
So that's
yet.
20. What? How much?
I'm going to play my
2,300.
second
2,300,
Reinforcement of the
that's
Army
not
to go
bad.
back into my deck to get another level 4 or lower warrior
700.
monster. Alright, I'm going to set a card and pass.
Did you tribute summon for that, Sam?
Yes.
Okay.
I have
Your
to play this
turn.
game.
Obnoxiously a level 5.
Yeah. For a 1400, 1800, disgusting
But it
creature.
That
actually,
is disgusting.
it actually works pretty well with your skill.
Yeah,
though.
that's why I'm using it.
Yeah.
I'm about to
Setting a
pull
trap
out my
card.
big boy.
I'm going to set another card,
And that destroys.
Okay.
and I'm going to end my turn.
Interesting.
And So that's the end of my turn. During my end phase, this is destroyed, and then I can target
This match is really not going anywhere.
I got
destroyed,
a plan.
and then when this card is destroyed, I can
You are
target
playing
one
those Pac-Man
of
monsters,
these two
though, so I
and
shouldn't
special
say.
summon them. So I'm gonna
Why do you
summon
keep calling them
Aquanet.
Pac-Man monsters?
Because they come from a deck
And
that
because
was
it
called
was
Pac-Man
special
from that
summon.
era,
Activate its effect
where
again.
all of them were like flip up, flip down effects.
Yeah. I kind of live for that. It was kind of fun with me and Chris's first
Yeah,
round.
well,
with them.
you were-
you were when my monster
That's what
destroys
it's like
an
to play a
opponent's monster
control,
by
a control
battle.
deck.
I would tell you. Is that it?
And my turn.
Flip. Activate its flip. It lets me draw a card.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
You have.
Oh
It just happened.
Does the order have to be
no. Oh no. I'm scared.
put a
Oh, fuck me. That's great.
Spell and
I'm going to
trap cards
flip
first
my
before
other
you
card.
No,
I'm
no,
going
it
to
doesn't
activate
matter.
creature
Oh,
It doesn't
okay.
matter
swap.
where you want. Yeah.
I'm going to
Because
trade
when you
her,
him and
give you your monster.
using-
I would
and then
actually.
using
Yeah, I would.
I'm
I
going
would
to
definitely
use your
activate
monster
that
to
first
tribute.
and get whatever you're missing, and then if you wanted to go that route, you
I
could.
mean, I was just
For
going to do
Jinzo?
that so I can discard and destroy
Why does that sound
something
familiar?
Yeah.
Using
Because
Sure.
he's my top dog. And then I'm going to
I
activate.
can do more than one spell card at a time.
He also
You can do as many.
Yeah, you can play
no
spells
trap
for
cards
turn.
work on the field
Okay.
because that's his ability.
Because I don't really need a
So
second
I can't use traps and you can't use traps.
monster for what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Face down spell.
I
Or
use
trap
amplifier. I
So I'm
equipped it to
gonna use
Jinzo.
this
I now
card
can
against
use
your
trap
card.
cards. You can't.
Your spell card because it's targeting one
I should have given you
monster.
Oh, no,
the
that's not
Esperanza
a spell.
spell.
No,
You
no,
really
no.
should
I
have.
just don't want your. I don't want you to
I
kill
am
me in
now
one
going
hit.
to
So just
I'm buying time.
attack
So it's
her
negating your
with
sword.
Jinzo. So that's
does it destroy it
14.
or just negate it for the turn?
Negate the activation if you do destroy it.
You
Yeah.
do banish it. If
Buy
it's
my camel.
a, if
So
it's a
just-
flip monster,
Just to be sure about Union Hanger.
each player reveals the main deck, then banishes all cards with the
It
monster.
lets
That's
me
the
bring
only
up
one I have.
one Union card to my
Mhm.
hand.
Say again.
The
Bye,
Union
baby.
Hanger lets me bring.
This, if the skill list says special summon, then it is face up,
No, you
because
can-
otherwise it would say set it.
Summon
Okay.
my dragon head
Mm-hmm.
and equip it onto.
Gain LP equal
ZX
to its original
and
attack.
we'll add,
What's its
One
original
more
attack?
1500.
so that'd be
Shannon, my hard
2,800.
word.
No. You,
No.
Then yes.
Yeah, you can.
We finished before you. Again, that proves that we're better.
Well, how much is
2500.
Oh.
How much is that one?
24.
Can you activate your skill on her turn? To give
It says once per turn, actually.
I don't know if you can though.
During your main phase.
No.
Your main phase.
I'm going to attack your monster.
No, it is.
No,
Actually,
Jinzo.
read Amplifier because I don't know if Amplifier gets destroyed in Jinzo's place or not.
I was literally sweating. I'm like, can I do it? Can I do it? Oh no!
Is that it?
I don't like cackling.
That's it!
Oh
Hit it! Please do!
no. Oh, also, if this card is tribute summoned, neither player can activate monster effects.
On that turn that it was summoned, or period?
Period.
I think. Let me see because I think that's the turn.
It was summoned.
Because it doesn't say that terminology on it.
Oh no, it actually is permanent. Yeah.
Well, the fuck, I can't use that now. I can't use this either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Click, I don't have anything that can beat over that.
Okay. You may have to just scoop and go to game 3.
There is no game 3. She beat me
Oh,
last
okay.
turn. That's it. I don't have anything.
Is this going to be a long-running vendetta?
I think the last time me and her dueled, I actually kicked her ass, so I'm fine with that. At least this round, she didn't try illegally using red eyes against me. I just have to scoop. I have no way of getting past
Okay.
it. Yeah, because
You had the hammer shot though, right? Or did you already use that?
I used that at the beginning.
The next card you would have drawn.
That I thought I used it. I thought it was whatever. It's fine. I scooped it.
Yay!